This segment of Packard Pokes At was made possible by patrons of the show and viewers like you. Please go to patreon.com/PackardPokesAt to help support the show. Thank you. Donald Trump has recently come out and said that, what we should do is we should just ban all Muslims, even if you're American or Muslim, and you've gone on vacation to go visit someplace, and you come back and say, hey, no, you can't come back in just because of your religion. This is a religious test which is highly unconstitutional. I know it's unconstitutional for public office, but I don't see any constitutionality there where he can say, hey, we got to keep these out. And then there's this meme that's going around saying that Jimmy Carter, who was a Democrat many years ago, did exactly the same thing, which is not exactly true. I mean, it's like a half truth on that. But he didn't say that
It's a false comparison.
Yeah, exactly. It's a false comparison. He didn't say people of a particular religion were not allowed to come into the country. He did put a sanction on a country doing some kind of business dealings with it. I do believe. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, it was Iran. And because of all the hijackings that were going on. But there was no ban saying that anybody from Iran or a Muslim or whatever can't come into this country at all. There was none of that. So that's a total misnomer. And a lot of religious people are basically blasting Donald Trump for this. I mean, even Bill O'Reilly is saying, hey, you can't do that. You can't tell somebody because of what they believe. You can't say, hey, you can't come to this country. And the thing is, one of the few times I actually agree with Bill O'Reilly, you can't do that because there's no religious test for this. I mean, what's them to say that, hey, I'm a Christian? How are you going to prove it? You can't. It's not like saying you can look at somebody and say, oh, this person is X a race, white, black, brown, Asian, whatever. There's no test for that. You can't tell, like, as an atheist, I can walk among the general public, unless I have my atheist pin on, which I do right now. You don't know I'm an atheist unless you actually know what that symbol is. And most people who walk around, Christians, unless they're like ultra Christian or whatever, they don't wear the little cross on their neck. And you don't know if they're Christian. You assume that they are because the general population in this country is Christian, and that's how we can kind of move along among the general public without people going, hey, there's an atheist, let's go get him. But the problem with being with Muslims is that, now, I'm going to say this right now, I don't blame the people, I do blame the religion. I blame all religions for the actions of those people, because this religion has inspired them in some way to do a thing, and that thing is usually something that's pretty horrible, like that one guy that attacked that Planned Parenthood clinic, right-wing religiotards, like what's that guy's name who's running for president? Slick. What's that?
Which one?
Which that slick one that's running? Cruz.
The slick one.
The slick one. Cruz. Yeah, because he looks like a goddamn used car salesman. I'm sorry. Cruz. He came out and said, "Well, he's actually left. Because there was a typo on a voting registration." They put him on as a woman, not as a man. So, oh yeah, he's a leftist. He's a transgender. He's trying to pass himself as a woman. So he must be a Democrat or independent or whatever. But he's not right wing. No. But that's exactly what he is. He's actually right wing, and his religion, which is Christianity, is what inspired him to do the attack. That in the right-wing nut jobs that are running for president saying, oh, there's the baby parts. They're killing, they're hunting the babies or whatever. And we covered Josh Fuckstein last week saying basically the same kind of garbage. And with Muslims, they all follow the same religion. It's just a matter of how far they decide to take their religious beliefs. Like, there's a lot of Christians running around. They don't go around attacking Planned Parenthood. They don't go around putting women at the stake because they believe they're a witch. It's just like there's a lot of Muslims out there that don't agree with everything that their own religion does. Those are like the very generic Muslims. They don't care to push their shit on everybody else. And I'm not apologizing for their religion at all, because their religion sucks. Of course, I say all religions suck. Kind of your thoughts.
Okay, the article that I chose for this discussion, I chose it specifically because it was NPR saying that citing religious liberty, evangelical leaders blast Trump's Muslim ban. And I was intrigued. I was like, okay. And actually, most of them that they take note of in this article, 5 of them are Baptists, which you can't get much more fundy than a Baptist.
Yeah.
They're King James only, usually, and they're just like, yeah, Trump, you can't say that. They're distant. The GOP, the very far, what we would consider the very far and conservative, they can say they're conservative, I don't know, radicalized Christians, they want to distance themselves from Trump, and he's saying these just awful things. But what I found interesting was the person they talk about the most is Russell Moore, who is the Southern Baptist Convention Ethics and Religious Liberty Commission Director or President, and he was just saying it's very reckless of you, Trump, for doing this.
Yeah.
And while I disagree, he says, while I disagree with Islam, because salvation is in Christ alone, we should persuade Muslims of goodness, of truth of the gospel, not in spite of the gospel conviction, but we should stand for religious liberty for all. I just, the irony of what he said, I was like, so you really want Muslims to be able to come here and be able to be here, but you want to be able to convince them that they still need to convert to Christianity. It's kind of a good and a kind of a bad thing. You're still seeing the bias there, but I was really thrown off too by Bill O'Reilly of all people. O'Reilly of all people saying that. I'm pretty sure at some point you must have said something about Muslims coming into this country, but now that Trump is saying it, are you hearing it from somebody else and you realize how stupid how really racist it is, and how Zeke Heil it is, or is this what your handlers are telling you to say? So
right. There's one thing I just want to comment on. I just remembered one of the things is, well, I should say, I heard it reiterated one other place. People out there with like ISIS and whatnot, they're telling Muslims everywhere, saying, hey, America is trying to keep you down, trying to make sure that you're a second-class citizen and whatnot. And what Donald Trump is doing is he's basically doing ISIS's job here. He's saying, okay, you Muslims, you're all bad. Every one of you. Even if you're fighting ISIS, we think you're bad. So ISIS picks up on this shit and says, you know what? See everybody? Hey, look at. See what America's done? Just because you believe in Islam, he thinks you're all bad. So why don't you come and join us? And then we can show them how bad we are.
Trump is like that. Trump is like that drunk uncle at the party, and you just want him to go away.
Yeah.
I swear. It's just like, we don't really want to know you at all.
Yeah, exactly. Dave, your thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, he sounds like Mussolini more every day, and it's appalling.
It is.
This article is interesting, like Connie said, because of the overtones, or rather the undertones of what these people are saying about Donald Trump has finally got people that I would normally never agree with to make me agree with them on the subject of separation of church and state.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to agree with Paul Ryan, for Christ's sake.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I
think that's one of the signs of the apocalypse, if I'm not mistaken.
Church and state. The First Amendment, like the one that they always bitch about.
Yeah.
And not only that, these people are getting the definition right.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what's funny is Ben Carson saying, hey, yeah, you can't ban a whole religion, when he just a few weeks ago said, yeah, you can't have a Muslim as president. I was like, oh, God damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's very strange, but it seems that pretty much people all around are rallying together against Trump. Except for Trump supporters, which appears to be...
I heard some of them on
most of the Republicans, huh?
Yeah, I heard some of them on one of my podcasts this morning. They're like, "Yeah, we should definitely keep those Muslims out of here, and I'm going to support Trump all the way." I'm like, "Oh, this is how we find out how the crazies are." And the thing is, what's surprising there is that after he said that thing, his poll numbers didn't go down. They fucking went up.
Yeah.
That fucking scares me to fuck. That there is so many hateful fucks in this country.
Okay, but have you seen the video of the bald eagle attacking Donald
I
Trump?
did see that one. Oh, that is awesome.
No,
He's like,
I have not.
the eagle.
He was doing a photo shoot for Time magazine,
Mm-hmm.
and he threatened the eagle. And
he didn't quite threaten. He was like, I got some aspirin over here. I'm just going to
yeah,
reach over here.
It was threatening to the eagle, though.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah.
Trying to grab it or something.
Yeah.
And it like came and kind of like attacked him.
Well, it tried to attack him. It like snapped at him, and he like pulled away. He's like, "Oh my god!" Oh!
But
So
I mean, there's nothing more symbolic than an American bald eagle attacking Donald Trump in real life.
Yeah. I saw one of the comments. This was on TYT. The first comment I came across was, "Animals can smell evil." Ace Ventura, pet detective. I was like, yes.
I'm going to have to find that now after the show. I will like it better than the gift of Donald Trump trying to imitate a handicapped person, and then they kind of meld that. Sorry, they kind of meld that with an electric shock. Looks like he's being shocked. Oh God, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's just he makes fun of the handicapped, and he does. I don't know what the fuck's what's gonna take. You know, the only thing is, I think the one thing that could get him to have to step down or whatever, pull out of the race, is if he actually does instead of playing to the base of all the Christians, he actually goes and attacks them. Although he did say kind of attack Israel, kind of, and all the Republicans like wet their pants. And there's like, oh my God, you can't say anything bad about Israel because we're giving Israel a blowjob right now. So anybody have any last thoughts on this?
Evidently, Franklin Graham supports Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Friends don't let friends vote Trump.
Yes. He is the Pennywise of the clown car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Tarvin in the chat room says, I remember Lewis Black said we should elect a dead president. That way, that may be preferred to Trump. So, I'd take a dead president over Trump. Can we dig up Lincoln? How about Eisenhower? Somebody. Anybody else. Doesn't matter who. They're dead. They can't make any decisions,
Even Reagan?
Fuck Reagan. No, we get the Reaganites in there. Ooh.
I'll take Reagan over Trump.
Ugh.
I'd vote Packard over Trump. but
Thank
that's
you.
okay.
This voting season, vote Packard and cross out the word Trump and write the word Packard.
He's a write-in.
I'm a write-in candidate.
There you go. That's what we should do for 2016. That'll be what the show will do.
There you go. Remember, everybody, vote for Packard.
Maybe you can get Weird Al to be your running mate.
Oh, yeah. I'd have him as my VP.
Your video producer?
Yes.
Okay.